El Centro, California. What's going on in the NFL?
I'm Kayla Burton with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Baker Mayfield addressed the media for the very first time as a Panther on Tuesday and said about the trade to Carolina, quote, "It was surprising for everybody, but if I'm focused on the past, I'm not doing my job in being a Carolina Panther now." General Manager Scott Fitterer said it's an open competition at quarterback. Rob Gronkowski, he reaffirmed he is done with football, even if Tom Brady comes calling again. Speaking to ESPN's Mike Reese, the future Hall of Famer said he is looking forward to stepping into the business world. Gronk's former team parted ways with the former first-round pick today. The Patriots are trading wide receiver N'Keal Harry to the Bears for a 2024 seventh-round selection. And according to Mike Garafolo, the Chiefs and Orlando Brown are not expected to come to terms on a long-term extension before Friday. Garafolo added Brown, who hasn't signed his franchise tag, is likely to hold out of training camp. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, where are we going for breakfast?
I kind of want a breakfast quesadilla.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing quesadillas for breakfast these days.
Well, Taco Bell is.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, they have this Bell breakfast box now that comes with this breakfast quesadilla that's super cheesy and a hash brown.
Okay, I wish I knew about this earlier.
And it has Cinnabon Delights and a coffee in it.
Why did I not know about this earlier?
Try the new $5 Bell breakfast box, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations during breakfast hours only, 7 to 11 a.m. for a limited time. Contact local store for prices and participation when fair. Tax extra. Drink food freezes.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt, one of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold, deadline fast approaching, but a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done, safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Well, good day, sunshine. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah, well, hey, might as well enjoy, make the most of it. It's a Wednesday, 13th day of July, 2022. Oh, boy. Are you ready, Gene? We've got Raiders football starting August 4th.
Yeah, do the math on that. That's not that far away.
August 4th on FM 107.5, it's a Hall of Fame game, the Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then high school football starts the 19th of August.
Yeah, that's as unbelievable in itself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can remember two-a-days when I was playing high school football, but it wasn't 110 degrees.
Yeah, you would have never thought, huh?
Yeah. Now, I did play in the snow and on the frozen tundra, which I suppose kids around here will never experience.
The frozen tundra. It sounds grand.
Yeah, and I can remember, getting tackled, which happened all the time, and getting slammed into the frozen tundra, which was kind of like getting slammed into the sidewalk.
Quick stop.
Yeah.
Very quick.
Oh, well. Well, got some bad news. Chick-fil-A is postponing Cow Appreciation Day again this year. Yeah, since 2005, it's been happening each year in July, at least until the pandemic hit. Cow Appreciation Day has the fast food chain offering free entrees to customers who dress up as cows. For now.
Yep.
Anyone wishing to see someone dressed up as a cow will probably just have to go to Tractor Supply, right?
You know, they probably have something that would suit just fine.
And we have, it's a pretty good rumor. I mean, this has got a little bit more substance than many. Chick-fil-A is considering a store in the Imperial Valley.
Well, it would be nice, but that story has been going around for a couple of years.
Yes, it has. And if you remember, it took a couple of years for In-N-Out to finally build in the valley.
A couple of years.
Yeah, and Chick-fil-A, like In-N-Out, basically a family-owned company. It's, not a big corporate decision. They build when and where they want. And with Chick-fil-A, they operate the hours they want. They're not open on Sundays. So, anyway, if it happens, it happens, right?
That's right. You just stand by and we'll let you know.
We will let you know. And yes, there will be a Dairy Queen coming out on North Imperial Avenue. And there will be a Chipotle coming out in the valley as well.
Yeah, there's another one. Chipotle has been talked
yes,
forever, several years. In fact, it got down. I think there were actually some thought of signing papers, and all of a sudden, nope, we can't do that.
Something about a pandemic, I think.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Are you ready for some birthdays?
Birthdays. We've got some birthdays.
Well, we can start off with our big shot birthdays. Here's a guy I always admired. Game show announcer Johnny Gilbert is 94. Actor Patrick Stewart, 82. Roger McGuinn of the Byrds is 80. Actor Harrison Ford is 80. And actor, comedian Cheech Marin is 76. Actor Daphne Maxwell Reid is 74. Actor Didi Khan, she was in Grease and a whole bunch of other things, 71. Actor Gil Birmingham is 69. Actor Ken Jeong is 53. Singer Deborah Cox, 49. Actor Stephen R. McQueen is 34. Actor Haley Aaron is 28. Actor Kyle Harrison Brightcuff is 17. You ready for local birthdays?
Local birthdays, please.
Coming up, okay? Don't go away. They're coming up. We have happy birthday wishes going out to Meno Figueroa, Joseph Gonzalez, Victor Rodriguez, Gloria Plunkett, Ariana Soria, Vera Silva, Sheila Muller, Veronica Valenzuela, Jesse Anaya, Wyatt Wiseman, Taylor Rosas, Nick Nice, Francis Kines, Kim Ward, Andrew Pacheco, Ricardo Velasquez, Dora Langsfeld, Anai Lau, Josie Rangel, Alex Flores, Mark Zambrano, Bethany Kennedy, Sarah Agustin, Dave Anderson, Karen Castillo, and Leticia Sepulveda. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, no prizes other than, hey, you did get your name mentioned on the radio. That's a pretty good deal, isn't it?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll get you an ice cream cone and a nickel to boot.
Yeah, go by Dairy Queen, get an ice cream cone for a nickel. Do you want it dipped in chocolate? That's another nickel, right?
Yeah, well, you want the ice cream. You
Yeah.
have to pay a little extra.
Yeah, we were talking about, I can remember playing football in the snow back in Michigan. The Dairy Queens used to close for the winter.
Really?
Yeah, well, who wants ice cream?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you think about it out here and certain things, whether it's summer or, winter.
Right.
We have them. So,
Yeah. Yeah, if you've never lived anywhere else, sometimes you don't understand how that works, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, well. We've got some news. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by your friends in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News Brief. The Labor Department says inflation hit a 41-year high of 9.1%. Bank rates Mark Hamrick.
The offenders, again, all too familiar to consumers, those being most of all gasoline, but also food and shelter.
President Biden says today's report is, quote, unacceptable, but calls the numbers out of date. Dow's down 400. The president arrived in Israel this morning. He'll also stop in Saudi Arabia. Energy expert David Schenker.
He's got to be seen as doing something to lower the price of oil. And so he's going to try and convince Saudi and other Gulf partners to increase production.
Families of loved ones killed in the Uvalde, Texas massacre rally for a ban on assault weapons in Washington, a day after video leaked from inside the school. And we warn you, it is disturbing. Many are outraged the Austin American Statement released that footage. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 763-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Mask mandates could be back in LA County within days, and mask recommendations are likely for the rest of the state as the BA.5 COVID variant continues to infect those who are already vaccinated or already been infected. Dr. Peter Chinhong at UCSF says BA.5 could also result in more false negatives on home antigen tests.
So some tricks are certainly combining the throat and the nose, although not official. Repeating the test multiple times, which I know lots of people are doing.
In San Francisco, local leaders call for more vaccine doses for residents there amid an increase in monkeypox cases.
We know there's a problem. We see the problem. The problem's in plain sight. It's impacting people. There's a way to respond. We could be acting effectively to deal with it, and our federal government is not giving us the help that we need.
Supervisor Raphael Mendelman, city leaders want the CDC and health departments to lead a more aggressive vaccination campaign. Twitter suing Elon Musk in an attempt to make him follow through on his bid to buy the company. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and custom sheet metal.
Nice. Here at NerdWallet, we often see people wrestle with financial decisions.
Mike is in the ring, up against his nemesis, indecision. Mike can't decide the best way to save his money, and indecision has him boxed in. But wait, Mike tagged in NerdWallet.
Let's go. With NerdWallet's side-by-side comparisons, you can find a high-yield savings account with interest rates that earn more bank for your buck. So the next time you wrestle with a financial decision, you'll come out on top. NerdWallet, the smartest decision for all your financial decisions.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them? Would you notice the 16-year-old boy who got his first job,
not for extra spending money, but to help feed his little sisters?
Or a mother who's in between jobs and sometimes goes to bed hungry so her kids can have dinner? I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, COVID-19 numbers continue to go up. George Gale has more.
The new Omicron variant is much more contagious than the original virus. Reports are the virus is not as severe as it once was, but now it is far more contagious. Community testing for COVID-19 is still available. OptumServe is operating test sites in Brawley at the Del Rio branch of the public library and at Stark Field in El Centro. To schedule an appointment, go to LHI/COVID testing. Walk-ins are accepted, but they are based on availability. As of Tuesday morning, Imperial County Public Health Department reported 1,071 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. The last update from July 7th had 911 active cases. A number of deaths attributed to the virus remains at 941. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
El Centro police are investigating an armed robbery that occurred shortly after midnight on Tuesday morning. A clerk at the 7-Eleven store on South 4th Street told officers that a Hispanic male adult walked into the store, pointed a gun at him, and demanded money. The clerk gave the robber money, and the suspect left the store and was last seen walking southbound on 4th Street. The suspect was described as a Hispanic male, about 5'7", 5 inches, 5'8" tall, wearing a dark hoodie, black pants, and a blue bandana covering his face. There was no information on the amount of money that was taken. Kxo News Time up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Continuing with more local news, next week's Calexico City Council meeting, well, it may draw a crowd. Here's more on that story.
Several residents are unhappy with an action taken last week. Last week, the council voted to allow Mayor Javier Moreno to continue to serve another term as mayor. The vote was 3-2, with Mayor Pro Tem Camilo Garcia and Council Member Rosie Ariola Fernandez voting against the motion made by Council Member Raul Ureña. A few days after that meeting, former Calexico Police Chief Gonzalo Gerardo posted a resolution on Facebook. Resolution was dated December 20th, 2011, and it adopted the rotation policy as it pertained to the Calexico mayor and mayor pro tem. In the post, a retired chief said what the council did at the July 6th meeting was wrong. He called on the council members who had signed the 2011 resolution to step up and fight for what they had voted on. The post said they needed to demand that the process is respected and they need to put an end to dishonest practices. Several residents supported the comments from the former chief. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, listen closely, get a head start on Christmas and have a lot of fun doing it. Christmas in July is hosted by the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce. It will be held July 30th from 6 till 10 p.m. at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Sports Pavilion on Park Avenue in El Centro. At the free community event, residents can shop with local vendors, taste local cuisine, enjoy some drinks at the enclosed bar, bring the kids for games and activities. Vendor and sponsor information is available at the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
From now until the end of July, stop in your local grocery outlet to participate in our annual Independence from Hunger Drive. This year more than ever, local food organizations need your support. So take part in our Give 5, Get 5 program. When you donate $5 in cash or donation bag, we will give you a $5 coupon for a future visit. All donations stay in your local community. Be sure to visit your neighborhood grocery outlet today and join us in our fight against hunger, going on now through the end of July.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
And it's page 2 of the local news with weather, all bright, at no extra charge. It's brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturdays at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley. They are open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Continuing with more local news, a workshop for the fall registration. George Gale explains.
It is at Imperial Valley College. Registration workshops are ongoing through tomorrow, July 14th, from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. in room 2724 in the 2700 building. Purpose is to help Imperial Valley College students register for the fall semester. Staff is on site to help the community with questions or additional information. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Saturday, that's this Saturday, El Centro will get a good cleaning. It all starts at 7 a.m. with the El Centro Free Dump Day. It is a Caltrans Free Dump Day, part of the Clean California program. Caltrans District 11 will have multiple dumpsters set up at the El Centro Maintenance Yard to accept household waste and approved debris. It will continue until 11 a.m. or until the dumpsters are full. Starting at 8 on the same Saturday will be the IVRMA, a City of El Centro cleanup. The cleanup event is presented by the City of El Centro and CR&R Environmental Services. They will set up at 599 East Main Street in El Centro. They will accept computers, monitors, TVs, passenger tires, light truck tires, rims will be accepted. They will not accept tires from tire businesses. The event will end at 12 noon. It is for El Centro residents only, and they must show proof of residency, utility bill, or driver's license. And finally, County Public Works working on Butters Road. Here's more on that story.
Butters is closed through tomorrow. Closure is from Shank Road to Rutherford Road. Closure is due to asphalt overlay. It is suggested motorists use an alternate route through tomorrow, the 14th. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says above normal temperatures will prevail through at least the rest of the week, with highs reaching 110 degrees or better across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Better moisture will gradually spread westward across the region by Thursday, leading to increased shower and thunderstorm chances. There will be at least a daily chance of rain starting tomorrow. 111 our high yesterday, 82 the low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 111. South-southeast wind 5 to 15 miles with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 85. South wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny and hot with a high near 112. Light south wind increasing to 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. 86 degrees downtown El Centro, 48% relative humidity, wind out of the northwest at about 3 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
Drop it like it's hot this summer at Kokopah Resort and Casino for your chance to win up to $1,000. We'll draw 2 winners each hour from 5 to 8 p.m. to drop a Plinko disc for rewards play and cash prizes every Wednesday and Saturday in July. You can earn entries starting July 1st daily by playing your favorite slots and table games with your rewards card. For complete rules, see the Kokopah Casino Rewards Club. We love our loyals at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
It's sports time. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. For the Padres, sloppy baseball. Padres lost to the Rockies again. Rocks 5, Pods 3. Elsewhere around Major League Baseball, Guardians top the White Sox 4-1. Pirates edge the Marlins 3-2. Reds nipped the Yankees 4-3. Same score, Blue Jays beat the Phillies 4-3. Rays over the Red Sox 3-2. White Sox shut out the Guardians 7-0 in Game 2 of their doubleheader. Meanwhile, the Braves continue to win. They beat the Mets 4-1. Brewers bombed the Twins 6-3. Cardinals edged the Dodgers 7-6. It was the Orioles 4, Cubs 2. Athletics went 12 innings before they found their hitting shoes and beat the Rangers 14-7. Tigers topped the Royals 7-5. Astros edged the Angels 6-5. Giants blanked the Diamondbacks 13-0. Mariners and the Nationals postponed in Washington. Elsewhere, RNA Chief Executive Martin Slumberg said there is no such thing as a free lunch in golf, and he believes live golf is harming the perception of the sport. Slumberg, speaking ahead of the 150th Open Championship at the Old Course at St. Andrews, offered the sharpest criticism of live golf yet by the head of a governing body.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And Tiger Woods has been made an honorary member of St. Andrews on the eve of the 150th Open. He was recognized along with former Open champions Rory McIlroy and Paul Lowry. A Las Vegas judge ruled yesterday that blood alcohol tests are permitted as evidence in the case of former Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs III, who has been accused of driving 156 miles an hour while drunk, causing a crash that killed 23-year-old Tina Tintor. Ruggs is charged with multiple felonies, including driving under the influence resulting in death and reckless driving. A police report said that Ruggs refused to take a field sobriety test on site. And there's obvious time constraints in applying for a search warrant for a blood draw, according to Justice of the Peace Ann Zimmerman. Under the totality of the circumstances, there is more than sufficient evidence for a finding of probable cause for the issuance of the search warrant in this case. Meanwhile, the House Committee on Oversight and Reform accepted Washington Commanders owner Dan Snyder's offer to testify via video conference July 28th, but he said he could not do it voluntarily as his attorney had requested. He will testify under subpoena. Yeah, more news about courts in the NFL than action on the field. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information. Pioneers, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Inflation surged to a new pandemic-era peak in June, with U.S. consumer prices jumping by 9.1% year over year, according to fresh data released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's the highest level in more than 40 years. And higher than the previous reading when prices rose by 8.6% for the year ended in May. Much of the June increase was driven by a jump in gasoline prices, which were up nearly 60% over the year. Americans faced record high gas prices last month, with the national average topping $5 a gallon. Electricity and natural gas prices also rose by 13.7% and 38.4% respectively. For the 12-month period ended in June, overall energy prices rose by 41.6%. And Peloton will stop making its own bikes and treadmills, a drastic change for the struggling company aimed at cutting costs and ensuring its ability to remain afloat. What's happening on Wall Street? Well, kind of mixed right now, actually. Wall Street waiting for the Fed to do something. The Dow off 202 points at 30.784. The S&P 500 at 3,806. That's off about 13 points. The NASDAQ actually up $6.65 at 11,271. Gold up $9.50 an ounce. Oil up 97 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Today will be sunny and hot with a high near 111. South-southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 85. South wind 5 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny and hot with a high near 112. Light south wind increasing to 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. 87 degrees, downtown El Centro. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
KXO, El Centro, California. CBS News next, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
On the Hour, presented by Dell.
I'm Steve Kathan. No let up on the inflation front. The government says consumer prices soared 9.1% last month from a year ago. That's a 41-year high. And it's not just gas prices.
My rent's gone up, my insurance gone up, my car payment's gone up. Everything's just inflated right now.
And Bankrate's Mark Hamrick notes the report shows prices went up 1.3% from May to June.
The hot month-over-month and year-over-year numbers coming in as they did. This tells the Federal Reserve it has more work to do with higher interest rates to eventually, hopefully, achieve its mandate of stable prices or lower inflation in this case. Look for another rate increase of as much as 75 basis points at the FOMC meeting at the end of this month.
President Biden called the numbers unacceptably high, but also dated. Since gas prices have come down the last few weeks, national average is now $4.63 for a gallon of regular. Bank of America now forecasts a mild recession in the second half of this year. Now to Texas, where there's anger over what's on a 77-minute hallway video near the Uvalde school classroom where 21 people were killed, and over how it got into the hands of a TV station and newspaper.
The Uvalde mayor, city council, and some families were upset that the video wasn't first released privately to the victims' families as scheduled by state lawmakers on Sunday. Uvalde Mayor Don McLaughlin.
This has been the most unprofessional handled investigation that I've ever seen in my life.
DPS Director Colonel Steve McCraw said he was deeply disappointed by the release. He went on to call the video horrifying evidence that the law enforcement response to the attack at Robb Elementary on May 24th was an abject failure. Chris Fox for CBS News, Austin.
Well, controversial meetings with Saudi leaders are part of President Biden's Mideast trip. It's underway now in Israel.
President Biden said he first visited Israel as a young senator in 1973 and that he has met every Israeli prime minister since Golda Meir.
We have reaffirmed the unshakable commitment of the United States to Israel's security, including partnering with Israel on the most cutting-edge defense systems in the world.
The president also said he continues to support a two-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Linda Gradstein for CBS News, Jerusalem.
For a fourth time, a shareholder vote at Spirit Airlines over a proposed buyout by rival Frontier has been canceled due to lack of investor support. A competing bid from JetBlue has complicated matters. Wall Street, right now, the Dow is down 194 points. This is CBS News.
Dell's Black Friday and July sale is here with savings on top-rated business computers with Intel Core processors. Upgrade today by calling 877-ASK-DELL.
This is a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup sound experiment. We're looking to find the perfect way to hear Reese's so you'll buy more of them. Here we go. Reese's. Reese's. Reese's.
Reese's. Hey, get out of here, you little stinker. Reese's.
Reese's. Reese's.
Peanut Butter Cups. That breathy one sounded very creepy, am I right?
Baseball. Basketball. Soccer. Tennis. No matter what your game is, defense matters. Same thing goes for COVID-19. Help protect yourself with a booster shot, now recommended for people 5 years and older. Schedule an appointment as soon as you are eligible, following completion of your primary series. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
A chaotic scene as Britain's Prime Minister showed up in Parliament for the first time since he said he'll resign.
Sustained jeers from the opposition as Boris Johnson entered, the presiding Speaker of the House repeatedly shouting, "Shut up," at the rebels, finally ordering two of them expelled from the chamber.
Sergeants at arms, escort them out.
And Boris himself, Johnson, insisted he's proud of all that he's achieved.
And I'm also proud of the leadership that I have given.
Still no apology for the multiple lies that brought him down.
I will be leaving soon with my head held high.
Unrepentant to the end. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Hundreds of taxi drivers in Italy are on strike, a walkout that's affected Rome, Naples, Milan, and other cities. The drivers oppose a government plan that would allow more competition. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
CBS News, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carol Buckley.
When I wake up in
12:30. He's real fine, my 409.